Hello guys, and in today's video, I just want to be going over a few things. First, before I start the video, I want to say that unfortunately school has started again and I will not be making videos as often. And I've actually not made a video for a few days, and the reason for that is not really because of school. I could easily just make it right after school like I am right now. But the big thing is because VirusSign, as you know, well, you don't know, but that's where I get my malware samples. VirusSign, that's where I get my malware packs for my videos. They haven't been updating, so if we actually go check before I get into where else I get, like where I get my malware links and stuff, I'll just show you guys. And by the way, I'm using Firefox now, but I am still using a VID browser safety. It's just not showing up here. Maybe it will, I'm not sure, but yeah, here we go. I'm still using a VID browser safety. So anyway, I have this folder here called malware sources. So yeah, and by the way guys, continue at your own risks. Use these websites only for testing, get virtual machines, or do it on computers that aren't yours, but you don't care about. They're not anyone else's, or they're not yours. Just get a virtual machine and get a VPN. So this will probably be a bit longer, this video, just because I want to go over a few things, and it'll probably be like 20 minutes maybe. I just want to go over some things. So in the malware sources folder, before I get to any of these, I want to show you VirusSign, if it's saved in here. I'm probably missing it. Here we go. Okay guys, I'm in, and yeah, so basically the ones with these really high numbers, like this, that basically means they're alive. All these are alive, but as you can see, it says the date on the side, and these are old, so I can't use those. Now these are from June, and as you can see guys, they don't update that often. So unfortunately, as you can see, the 206 ones basically means it has the folders, and I mean, I'll actually download one and I'll show you basically what happens. So if we actually open up the folder, as you can see, there's nothing in here, so I can't do anything there. So yeah, that's stupid, and I mean, I don't really care if they're not on for a few days or even a week maybe, but I hate it when they go months without it. For instance, June 21st was their last day, and then they just skipped up to August. Now I don't like that, but I guess it is what it is. So as you can see, the 206 ones, this for the last like 4 days. Today, yesterday, the day before, and then the day before. Now, this malware is quite old, and the last malware was 6 days ago, and that's just getting really old, so unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make a few videos. I'll be testing out HIPS products because they don't have signatures, and even if I get something, like I test out something like MZSoft, and I scanned a pack of malware that was 6 days old, basically it would just detect everything in that folder. So that's a problem. Whenever they update it again, I'll start testing out fully anti-malware products. I'm probably going to test out MZSoft next, and before that I'll probably test out Wind Patrol Plus, even though I already did the free version and it just did complete crap. But maybe the Plus is better, who knows. And then if we go to CleanMX, their website is being DDoSed. So unfortunately, I can't show you this, but it basically, if you click on a link, it would bring you to it, and to copy it, you would obviously just go like this. So you gotta like be careful with this. This one is probably the best. Yeah, it's probably the best out of Malcode and VxVault, because they don't update as often, and they also use a lot of times the same malware. Like this is new, I'm pretty sure. But then the rest of them, like this one is it's on Malcode also. This is new. I haven't seen this. Oh wow, Malcode is updating again. But pretty much here, and some other ones. I've seen this one. So basically, yeah, guys, this is where I get my links. This one is new. This one's new. This one's new, but this one's a DLL file, so I won't be able to run that. I will still be able to make anti-malware videos and antivirus videos. Unfortunately, though, I won't be using samples unless you guys say just quit it all until they get their samples back. But until then, I can just use the links. I want you guys to decide that in the comments below. So basically, you just copy this, maybe. And guys, some of them are dead, like you see in my videos, so if we actually just copy and paste it. we'll see if your browser safety blocked it, but it's probably alive, and it would not get blocked for you. So basically that's it. Not take me away. Okay. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. If you go to malcode, pretty much the same thing. If you click it, now don't click this, guys. It will just give you the details. You can click the virus total result. Now don't click download file, guys. I'll tell you why in a minute. So as you can see, it gives you the virus total result of it. And if we go back, we can see that basically to get it, you have to copy it and paste it, unfortunately. Unless you actually made an account, which there's no point in doing. It's just quicker doing it this way, unless they respond in like a few minutes, which they probably don't, and then they'll argue saying you need to pay for it or something. So all you have to do is just copy, paste it into here. Probably blocked. Oh no, it's not. You just save the file on your virtual machine. Don't do it on your host machine, the one that you're using. And that's pretty much it. Now here's Malakels. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. But you have to basically find MD5s, or you could search up malware. So basically, if I want a Trojan Win32, we can hopefully get some results on it. Probably not, but hopefully we can get some. Yeah, here we go. And basically, to download it, you would click this, and all the passwords on these are infected. Okay, guys. So you have to get an MD5. Now, what you have to do is just look up that thread on virus total. As you can see, it's not responding, but anyway, you'd look it up on virus total, copy the MD5, that's where the information is, put it into the MD5 spot, and then you would basically just, download it. But as you can see, password is infected. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much where I get my malware samples. Not my links or my malware packs, but that's where I get my malware samples. And if we go to malware, I guess, here, this is a bit more complex, so if you're a novice user, you can just skip part up, or you can just skip to here if you want. So we can click on search, and then we can search the MD5, so basically like Mikhail or whatever. And by the way, guys, you have to make an account. So yeah, you have to make an account. You have to sign up for it, and then you can download your malware samples. So unfortunately, you have to sign up, but it's worth it. So basically, the same thing as last time. And if we go here, we can get, and this is, I'll put this link in the description because it's kind of difficult to type in. It's not like the other ones. Now we can see we have some new ones. A lot of them are old, but we can get some new ones, and then there's some ransomware down here, so be careful with this stuff, especially Satana and, where is it, Petya, there we go, yeah, be careful with those two, because they're really dangerous. Just be careful with any of this stuff, guys. And also, they start with, just a file extension, no file extension at all, I guess I'll call it. So, yeah. So, you can get some things here. You can get Salty. I think I seen Stuxnet or something up here. Probably missing it or something. Yeah, here we go. You get zero access. Now, I'm not going to bore you anymore. Now, what I want to show is how I make my virtual machines. So, I'll put some links in the description for ISOs. Now, in this folder, I got my Android ISO, which I don't use because it doesn't work. I have my Windows 10 ISO, my Windows Vista ISO. Actually, I won't put the download link in the description, but I'll put the website where you can download it in the description. It's PC River, where you can download most of the ISOs. I have Vista in here, which I'm going to delete because why have it? It's just wasting 3 gigabytes of space. Anyway, here's Windows 8.1. And that's pretty much it. Now, I use VMware. A lot of people use VirtualBox. I use VMware because it has better animations and stuff. So what I did when I came in here, I went File and then New Virtual Machine, but it'd be much easier just to click on Create New Virtual Machine. Click on Typical if you're a typical user, Custom if you're an advanced user, but just click on Custom because I'll show you what you have to do. So here, you don't have to worry about this. Now, what I usually select is I will install the operating system later, but if you want to make it easier, you can, there you go, you will use easy install. You can click on what's this if you want, but I don't need to know what it is. It's pointless, so I don't need to know it. And then you can browse for your ISO. Then you can put the ISO in, but I use this. I'm going to click on next. I'm going to select Windows 7 because that's what I'll be installing. Even though I use Windows 8, it will be quicker just to install Windows 7 for today's video. They're basically both the same for installing it. So I'll just name it this. Just click next. Now I have 2 processor cores. I only have 1 processor, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure, I don't know. Anyway, so I give it 2 cores. Now if we actually look at my system specs, we can actually, can't type. Okay, if we right click this, now basically what you gotta do, open up your start menu and type in this PC if you're on Windows 8 and over. If you're on Windows 8 and before, just type in computer and you'll find it. Then right click it, click on properties. Now here is what my specs are. So I have 4 gigabytes of RAM, I have an Intel Celeron N2840 processor, and a 64-bit. Now also, I'll show you what hard drive I have. It's not really a hard drive, you'll see. If I go here, under disk drives, I have a PNY CS2211 240 gigabyte SSD. If you don't know what an SSD is, it's basically flash memory, or NAND memory, basically. It doesn't rotate like hard drives do, and if you drop an SSD, or you drop your computer, your data will be most likely safe unless you hit it with a hammer. Because, you know, who would do that? But anyway, so if you have like a really bad computer, I would recommend clicking 1 here, but 2, I can put 2. I would never put 16 unless I had 16 cores. Even then, I'll just give it like 8 cores or something. So when I click next, it'll ask how much memory. So if we actually go back here, now you gotta usually give it about half of your memory, or less if you want to, I guess, but as you can see, I have 4 gigabytes of memory. So I can give it half of that, so I'm gonna give it 2 gigabytes. Now, if you don't know what to type in here, you can just use this lovely arrow here. I don't know why you would ever give a virtual machine 16 gigabytes or over. 8, you can use 8 at the most, but I don't have 8 gigabytes, so I'm just gonna give it 2 gigabytes. And now just here use network address translation NAT. Click on next. Just click whatever is recommended here, you just gotta click on it. Click next. I'm just gonna select SATA, I'm not sure. It says recommended. I'm not sure. If it messes up, I'll just fix that after. But just use what's recommended if you're a novice user. Now just click on, unless you have an existing disk, which I completely doubt because you're watching this video on how to get a virtual machine, where my malware sources are and what they are, just click on create new disk. Now I like to give my virtual machines 80 gigabytes of hard drive space. It depends what, no, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry guys. Anyway, if I click here, if we go to click on this PC, we can see that I have 222 gigabytes of storage on my hard drive, and it's only 70.3 gigabytes free. So just for this test, I'm actually gonna only give it about 20 gigabytes, but you should give, if you have a lot of space, feel free to give it, like if you have like a terabyte, give it like 100 gigabytes if you want. If you don't have a lot, to be honest, all you need really is like 30 gigabytes, that's fine. So anyway, I'll give it 2 gigabytes. Click next. Now you can just click on finish here, and if you clicked on I will install the operating system later, you're gonna click whatever it pops up here, click on edit the virtual machine settings. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna click on CD DVD SATA. You're gonna click on use ISO image file, click on browse. Now go to your ISO. Where did my Where did my I don't have a Windows 7. God, sorry guys. I'll be right back once, never mind, I can easily just do this. There'll have to be a lot of editing in this video. I just know it. Okay, so I'm going to go here. This is an ISO. Well, you're gonna find your ISO for Windows 7, and that's what you're gonna do. So, guys, I'll be right back. I have to change some setting. Okay, guys, I'm back, and basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna install Windows. Now, it's pretty simple. Just click the next button once the system boots up because you already inserted your ISO image. And then after you install Windows, click on, well, you're going to power it off, click on Edit Virtual Machine Settings, go to CD DVD, click on Use Physical Drive. And guys, I'll also show you in a couple minutes. I already have this installed because I just use an existing hard drive for my virtual machines. So what I'm going to, I just want to say like how to get shared folders. Now it's pretty simple. Just make sure it's read-only so no malware just creeps on there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll be back once the system has booted up, and it's pretty easy to install. Don't worry, just click the next button. Whenever it asks if it's like you want to click on upgrade or custom, click custom. Click next, and then it will say that's it, that's all the information we need, we're setting things up for you or something like that. And then that's pretty much it, and then it's just going to install. Once it's installed, I will show you what it will look like. I'll just uninstall all the programs that I already have on here just to give you an idea of what it will look like once it is installed. So anyway guys, I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. And this is basically what it will look like once you install Windows. Now, I know this looks very ugly, okay? It's easily fixable. It won't be like this forever, guys. So the first thing you always have to do, or you always should do, is you should always click on VM up here. And guys, by the way, guys, if you're stuck in here and you just can't get out, click on Control-Alt, and then you can move your mouse again, and then just click in the screen just to get back in it. Now, I know also your mouse will probably be really laggy and glitchy and everything, but it doesn't matter. So is the resolution. It's all weird and funked up. But now all you have to do is click on VM up here. Click on Install VMware Tools. And you just got to give it a couple seconds. Wait, never mind. What you're going to do once you click on that, now go open up here, go to your computer, because I'm in Windows 7. Click on double-click VMware Tools. That should automatically run the setup. Also, guys, since that's gonna install, just type in Defender up here. I can't type. Click on Windows Defender. Go to a service has stopped. Okay, just wait a second. Okay, go to Tools, Options. Go to Administrator, uncheck Use this program unless you actually want to use Windows Defender, but who wants to these days? They always have like something better like ESET or something. Okay, so now what you're going to click on is Next. Now what I click on here is Complete, but if you have a slow computer, just click on Typical. I click on Complete, so I'm going to click on Complete. And they basically do the same thing, except Complete just installs a few extra features, which wouldn't really matter to the novice user. So now just click Install. Now this will install, and it's pretty fast. It's awesome, actually. Now, what I used to do, since I didn't even know what the hell VMware Tools or VirtualBox Guest Editions was, I would just I didn't know what my resolution was either. I just selected something like this, and it was so ugly. You still see in black bars. So if we actually make it full screen, hopefully you guys can still see this. Well, the black bars here, they were sticking out like this, and it was just so ugly. But by the way, guys, even though I already said it like a million times, this fixes that, so it doesn't matter. I also want to mention a few things. No matter if you're using VirtualBox or VMware Parallels or anything like that, your anytime you're in safe mode, unless you somehow know how to launch VMware tools in safe mode, it will be laggy and it will be like a small resolution. So unfortunately that will happen. So while this is going, I'm also going to click on the start menu, type in firewall. Now just give it a second, click on Windows Firewall. Once this has loaded, click on turn Windows features on or off. Windows Firewall on or off, sorry. Now click on turn off Windows Firewall. Now you gotta click on both of them just so it doesn't interfere. Unless you're not using a VPN, there's no point in using this, but you really need to get a VPN. If you don't have it, just exit this video now because you need a VPN. Now, just what VPN I use CyberGhost, and if we actually look at that while this is installing, by the way, you just see it stretched out. If we actually go away Glasswire. If we actually check out CyberGhost, it's not running for some reason. There we go, it's done. Now it's going to ask you to restart. Now what you want to do is restart, unless your mouse is it's still going to be laggy. I don't think this happens on Windows 8.1. I think it will automatically fix it, but you should still restart anyway. So what you're going to do is restart the computer. Now while that's restarting, I want to show you CyberGhost. Now it's free, guys, don't worry, it's not paid money, but you can buy it to make it better, but I just use a free version. So what you're gonna do is click on protect my Wi-Fi protection whenever you get everything ready up, and you're gonna use them, like get the malware links and malware packs, and then you start running them. Make sure, by the way, you don't have read-only turned off, because then your host machine will probably be just flooded with malware. So anyway, guys, you just click on start Wi-Fi protection, and then it will start. It will say your network is secure, but I'm not starting it because I'm not getting any malware in this video, because you already know how. I just showed you like 10 minutes ago. So yeah, once the system has booted up, I will be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Now, as you can see, my mouse is not laggy. Now sorry guys about that annoying sound, sorry. Anyway, what I do now is I right click the background, click on personalize. But guys, if you have like a really bad computer, like if you see like an Intel Atom or Celeron like what I have with no SSD or anything, do not select Windows 7. Select Windows 7 Basic or Windows Classic. Unfortunately, you'll have to use that. Just ignore this if this happens or whatever. Now click on Windows 7 if you have like a better computer. I clicked on the wrong one, unfortunately, but anyway, you'll see what it looks like. Guys, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, by the way, make sure you select Windows 7 because you'll just get a bunch of viruses if you don't. No, I'm just kidding. So anyway, guys, now what I do, now to get a shared folder, it's simple. Don't worry, you will not get any malware. Please do not think you will. So now what you're going to do, go up to VM, go to, wait a second, is it tab? No, it's not. Okay. Anyway, go up here, go to settings. Now there's probably an easier way to do it. It doesn't really matter, this is easy anyway. So what you're going to do now, click on options, shared folders. Now on your host machine, we'll just name something, whatever. Okay, so let's just name it. Now you make a folder. If you already have one, doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna name it that. Put something in here, I guess. We'll put let's just put CCleaner in here, even though it doesn't matter. Put whatever you want in that folder. Now, when you're here, click on Always Enabled, unless you don't want, I don't know. Just click on Always Enabled. Click on Map. Well, you can do this. I click it all the time. Click on Add. Click on Next. Now browse it. You can't click desktop, it'll just give you the desktop. Select your name, because it will probably be the third thing or second thing that pops up. Click on desktop to drop down. Now select your folder or wherever you saved the folder. It might be in downloads, documents, wherever. Now you gotta click OK, click next. Now guys, don't just click on finish here. Click on read only. Because if you don't, I already said you'll have a lot of malware on your system. So now to get to that, we will just click on here. We go to network. Now we would go to VMware host, shared folders, select this folder. Now guys, we can just easily just right click copy, just right click and paste just to make it easier so we don't have to go here all the time. And then if we open it up, we can see, and then if I add some CCleaners in there, it doesn't have an icon for some reason. It's because I got rid of it on here because I had to uninstall everything that was installed just so it would look like once you installed it. So let's just add in this PC. There's no copy option. Let's add hard drive activity monitor. That sounds fancy. So let's just paste it in here, and as you can see, it should pop up when we reopen the folder or something. Oh no, oh yeah, we have to go back to network, and then we gotta get the folder back. So if we actually click the folder again, as you can see, we have hard drive activity monitor. So pretty simple, and that's basically what I do in here, and then I just make it look better. So I just go in here, it'll look like an X. I don't like that. Doesn't matter if you don't need to do this, doesn't matter. And then here, all you have to do is just, that's pretty much it anyway, and then you can just go to Internet Explorer and then install what you want. Now, I also will put a link in the description to Internet Explorer 11 because a lot of you probably hate Internet Explorer 8 because it's just so old and weird and everything. A lot of things don't support it anymore, and I use Internet Explorer 11 for my videos, but I'll probably use Internet Explorer 8 for the rest of them if I ever use Windows 7 again for my videos, which I probably will. I will just use Windows 8, not 8, 7 with Internet Explorer 11. So you should get to your homepage quite easily, and that's pretty much it, guys. You can install whatever you want on here. Just make sure you check to read only. And then, yeah, and then if you want to turn it off, you can click the X button, and then you'll see suspend, power off, run in background, or cancel. Now basically what suspend means, it would basically like stop it, and then you can resume the virtual machine anytime, which I usually do. You can also power it off if it's taking up a lot of resources, like if it's slowing down your host machine, you can just power it off. Run in background, I never do. It basically just runs in the background, and it's like basically like suspend, but pointless, and it's always running, which I don't get why people would even do that. And then cancel, which is obviously cancel. X is obviously X. Anyway, guys, this video was a long video. Don't want to bore you anymore. So that's pretty much it, guys. You successfully installed a virtual machine. Now, yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. Hopefully it wasn't too long. Sorry for that. Just wanted to get some information up. So anyway, guys, bye.